Morning student. I was teaching introduction of accounting. This is chapter number 1. This is my second lecture. Today date is 20th May 2020. Learning objective of this chapter is need for accounting and meaning of accounting. I was explained in previous video. Now we have to study about characteristics of accounting. So let us see the characteristics of accounting. What are the characteristics of accounting? Characteristics of accounting. First characteristics is accounting is an art as well as science. How can you say that accounting is an art as well as science? Art is the technique of attaining some predetermined objective. Accounting is an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing of business transaction with a view to ascertain the net profit and financial position of the business. So it is called art. Now, as well as a science, any organized body of knowledge which is based on certain specified principles is called science. In this respect, accountancy is also a science since it is also an organized body of knowledge based on certain specified principles and accounting standards. So this is also called science. Now I have second characteristics. Recording of financial transaction only. Accounting record those transactions which is only in nature of finance. Only those transactions and events are recorded in accounting which are of a financial character. There are so many transactions in the business which are very important for business, but which cannot be measured and expressed in terms of money and hence such transactions will not be recorded. For example, we can say, the quarrel between the production manager and sales manager will not recorded in accounting. A strike by employee and starting of a new business by other competitors etc. are not recorded in accounting. Though these events affect the earning of the business adversely, but as no one can measure the effect of such event in terms of money, these will not be recorded in books of the business. So I can say that recording of financial transaction only. Third point is recording in terms of money. Each transaction is recorded in the books in terms of money only. For example, if a businessman purchases 200 chairs and 10 tables, their value in terms of money will be recorded in the books. Similarly, if a business possesses rupees 50,000 in cash, land measuring 2,000 meter, 5 truck, 5 machine, 10 ton of raw materials, 200 chairs, 10 tables, and so on, then in the absence of money measurement concept, these different type of asset cannot be added up and hence cannot give any useful information. But when they are expressed in terms of money, it will recorded. Now I am going in fourth point. This is classifying. After recording the transaction in journal or subsidiary books, the transactions are classified. Classification is the process of grouping the transactions of one nature at one place in a separate account. The book in which various accounts are opened is called ledger. Separate accounts are opened in the ledger in the name of each person, whether customer or supplier. So, after recording, I will do the classification of transaction. Fifth point is summarizing. Summarizing is the art of presenting the classified data in a manner which is understandable. and useful to management and other user of such data. This involves the balancing of ledger account and the pertaining of trial balance with the help of such balances. Final accounts are prepared with the help of trial balance, which include trading account, PL account, and balance sheet. Now, sixth point is interpretation of the results. In accounting, the results of the business are presented. Results of the business are presented in such a manner that the parties interested in the business, such as proprietors, manager, banks, creditors, employees, etc., can have full information about the profitability and the financial position of the business. So it is called interpretation of the results. And last point of characteristics of accounting are communicating the result. Accounting attributes also include the communication of financial data to the users who analyze them as per their individual requirements, because all the individuals have their own requirements. Now I am going to teach objective of accounting. The main objective of accounting are: first, to keep systematic record of business transactions. The main objective of accounting is to complete record of business transaction according to a specified rule. Complete record of business transactions help to avoid the possibility of omission and fraud. For this purpose, all the business transactions are first of all recorded in journal or subsidiary book and then posted into ledger. Second point is to calculate profit or loss. The second main objective of accounting is to ascertain the net profit earned or loss suffered on account of business transactions during a particular period. For this purpose, trading and profit and loss account of the business is prepared at the end of each accounting period, and it show, that means profit and loss account and trading account show how much goods have purchased during the particular period, how much goods have been sold a particular period, how much goods have remained unsold and what is its value, how much amount has been spent on various heads of expenditure and how much amount has been earned by various head of revenues. By attaining these information, a businessman can keep effective control on expenditure. Third point is to know the exact leading to net profit or net loss. Same to fourth point is to ascertain the financial position of the business. For a businessman, merely ascertaining profit or loss of business is not sufficient. So, the businessman must also know the financial health of the business. For this purpose, after preparing the profit and loss account and balance sheet, which show the assets and their value on the one hand and the liability and capital on the other hand, balance sheet show liability and assets of business. A balance sheet is actually a screen picture of the financial position of the business. At one glance, one would know the following by looking at the balance sheet: how much the business has to recover from debtor. Balance sheet show how much the business has to recover from debtor, how much the business has to pay to creditor, etc. are calculated. Next point is to prevent and detect error and fraud. This is also an objective of accounting, to prevent and detect error and frauds. Seventh point is to provide information to various parties. Various parties means there are many interested parties like owners, investors, creditors, bank, employees, and government authority, etc. are the various parties. The information help them in taking sound and judicious decision about the business entity. Now the last topic of this lecture is function of accounting. Function number 1 is maintaining complete and systematic record. I have also explained about this in objective of accounting. Main function of accounting is to maintain complete and systematic record of business transaction, post them to ledger, and to prepare the financial statement, that is a statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. Second function is communicating the financial result to various parties. This point also explained. This is another main function of business, to communicate the information regarding net profit and loss, assets and liability, etc. to the interested parties. Third point is protecting the assets of business. Another function of accounting is to maintain proper record of various assets such as cash in hand, bank balance, inventory, stock, debtors, etc. It enables the management to keep proper control over them. And fourth point is providing assistance to management by providing timely information. Accounting assists the management in the task of planning, controlling, and decision making. Fifth point is trusteeship. In case of companies, the management is entrusted with the task of controlling the resources of enterprises. The management is expected to act as trustee of the company's fund, and the accounting assists them to control the resources properly. Next point is compliance of legal needs. Under the provision of various laws such as Company Act, Income Tax Act, GST Act, etc., a business firm has to submit various statements such as annual accounts, income tax and GST returns, etc. Accounting performs this function by supplying the information to the government agencies. So, this function is also related to legal needs. And next point and last point is fixing responsibility. Another function of accounting is to determine the profitability of each department. For example, sales department, production department, etc. of an enterprise. It facilitates the fixing of responsibility of each department head. So, in this video, I have explained about the characteristics of accounting, objective of accounting, and function of accounting. This will be very important and fruitful for exam purpose. Thank you very much.